Hey y'all, I'm Kimberly Warner. I've had crazy success in direct sales by simply being myself and learning a few things along the way. Succeed on your terms and have fun doing it. Today, let's talk about butts. Butts. B-U-T-T-S. Butts. And how to get them in the seats, right? How to get them to meetings. And I am not Sister Mary Clarence from Sister Act, so I'm not talking about church. How to get the butts into the seats of your church, though, which should be your monthly team meetings. If you're not having them and you want success in this industry, you need to have them. And if you are having them and they're boring and they're not fun and no one's showing up, let's talk about a couple of ways where you can enhance your butts in the seats. 3 top ways, I think, to really get some butts in the seats and really get some community built in your organization. So the first thing is about developing a culture, okay? Developing a culture is really hard to describe in so many words. It's really hard to teach, but it is all about you. So I'll never forget in the very beginning when I first used to do meetings. I would have meetings on Tuesday nights. I would have meetings Tuesdays, and then Wednesday morning, I would sit at my kitchen table with my friend, who also was my part-time assistant, and I would cry all morning long on Wednesday because I thought I was probably offensive. I probably said something inappropriate, which I usually did. And I thought maybe I didn't teach them anything, and what did I know about this industry, which truly I knew nothing about this industry let's be honest. What was I? I used to be a makeup artist on TV shows. And then when I lost that cool job, I became a mom, and I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years. And so I don't know anything about this industry. I didn't even know what a home party was. I was like, what? You go into people's houses and buy stuff? I think building a culture is about being authentically who you are as a leader. And even if you cry on Wednesday mornings, not letting anyone challenge that or take that away from you. So even though it's probably totally inappropriate, and I probably offended someone at some point, you can't try to alter who you are. And certainly if you're not a teacher type and you don't like to stand up in front of people and do training meetings, then find someone within your organization that can help you with that, or that likes to do that, or have it be more informal, have it be a sit down or something. But you want to have some sort of regular training meeting every month, and the more the merrier. So building that culture is just about being authentically who you are, and it's about doing things and defining your culture. So anyone in my organization would say, and it's 9,000 people plus, that we are a team of fun. And building that culture is the first thing to get people to come back because they feel connected to something bigger than themselves. And that's really your whole mission and goal, is to get them to feel connected to you, to get them to feel connected to the product, and so that they feel like they're part of something bigger and they're doing something for themselves, and that self-worth is growing. So first thing. Second thing, reliability. This is huge. I love this word. I remember coaching someone a long time ago. She was just about to start doing her monthly meetings, and I said, okay, well, what day are they on? And she said, well, every month they change. And I said, oh, yeah, no, you can't do that. And she's like, well, because some people have this and some people have that, and I have this. And I said, no. The biggest thing for getting butts in the seats and for people to come to meetings to learn from you in the first place is they have to rely on you. And so you have to be consistent. The day, the time, the place never changes. So ours is always on the 3rd Tuesday of every month. It's always from 6:30 to 8:30, and it always takes place at the very same location. The only time you would ever change that would be at the beginning of a new year, or with an expansion of growth where you no longer fit the space and you now need to, up to a bigger space or something like that. Consistency is so huge in meetings. So you can't have it on a Tuesday one month and then on a Thursday the next month, and you can't go around other people's schedules. You need to train your team just like training a puppy, I guess, which I just bought one. I'm so in trouble. But anyway, you have to train them that meetings are on Tuesdays, and they have to cross that 3rd Tuesday off on their calendar and make it a priority. Because if they do that, it's only going to impact their business and increase their sales, and hopefully help them achieve the dream that they're shooting for, which is why we do this job, right? And the third thing that I think is really important about team meetings and getting butts in the seats is gonna probably go against what most books you've read says. All the training that I've ever been to or that I've heard has said, once you get your consultants or your salespeople to that executive level, whatever that level is in your organization, they should be doing their own meetings. They should be out there. They should be, bonding with their team and collecting and training and, doing and less work for you, and let them build an organization. Now, you do want that. You definitely do want that. But let's just back up a tiny bit and think a little slower. And what I like to say is, don't kick the birds out of the nest just yet, okay? Even if they get to that executive level and they feel prepared and they want to go out and do their own meetings, which is awesome. If they want to, great, the more the merrier. But if they don't want to and they're not ready to, don't kick them out and tell them they have to go do their own meetings. They're not gonna fly yet, they're not ready. So don't kick them out, because the other thing is that it's power in numbers. I mean, let's be honest, when you have a whole room of people and you have executive leaders there, I mean, the energy is there, it's so much higher, it's so much more fun. We have huge attendance at our monthly meetings, and leaders all over the country ask me, how do you get so many people to show up to your meetings? We live in Timbuktu and I can't get someone to drive 15 minutes. It starts at the very beginning, it starts with culture, it starts with fun, and it also starts with not kicking people out. Thanks for stopping by funauthenticsuccess.com. If you found this video helpful, there's a lot more where that came from. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for our mailing list, and feel free to download any of my documents located under the Resource tab. Don't be a stranger. Y'all come back now, you hear?